Some supports make my blood literally boil, and then there are some that I freaking love. This is my personal support tier list. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Reagan, and today we're going to be doing a support tier list. A lot of people ask me, oh, who are your favorite supports? Oh, what supports do you hate? Well, I'm about to give you all the tea right now, so let's get into it. So I have 8 tiers. The worst tier is sis, like, be so for real. Like, what are you doing? Why are you locking this in? The next tier is F tier. This is like, I dislike you and I'm going to dodge if you pick this. D tier is gonna be, I'm not upset, but like, don't end. Like, you get one chance before I report you. And then after that is C tier. It's pretty niche, but if you know how to play it, like, let's go balls to the wall. Then after that is B tier, and it's like, meh, I guess it's kind of cute. After that is A tier. I'm happy, like, let's go. I'm ready to take on this game. Like, I'm actually not upset. S tier after that is going to be, I'm freaking cheesing. I'm ready to take on this game. And then the top tier is called my baby daddy. So you probably know who's gonna be at the top. You probably know. But let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna start this off with the ADC supports. Yeah, so if you're picking Caitlyn, if you're picking Kalista, and if you're picking Varus, you belong in this category. You're not T1, you're not Korea, like, please get it together. I also put Nidalee and Kayle in this tier because they used to be very meta, but if you lock this now, what are you doing? Sis, be for real. Okay, next in F tier, this is, I actually dislike you and I'm going to dodge if you lock this in. The first one, and the one that I actually hate the most, Ahri. Stop locking this in. I have literally not once played with an Ahri that didn't go 0-7. I will dodge you, and before I dodge, I will report you for griefing. I will. After that is gonna be Miss Fortune. Now this should be in that sis be for real tab, but it became very popular. Like, Caitlyn and Kalista are very niche and disgusting, but Miss Fortune became very popular. And then we're gonna go with Shaco. Y'all always int, and then you're toxic too. And that brings me to the next one, Senna. You want to take the kills as well. I know you want to scale, but no, stop. And I wouldn't have a problem with Senna's if there wasn't so much ego. You're borderline Lux level. Yuumi, now I know Yuumi is about to come out with a rework, so I'm gonna see how the new Yuumi is, and then maybe we can reevaluate. But for right now, Yuumi is in F tier, very much that. Yuumis have an ego as well, very toxic. They have too much time on their hands because they're not playing. That's why your champion got nerfed. Sona players, y'all like to lock in Sona into like the worst matchups. We'll be going up against a Pyke, a Brand, I don't know, somebody with like Blitzcrank, and you're locking in Sona. And now we're 0-5 at 2 minutes. After that is Twitch. This would be in the sis be for real section, but it got a little bit too popular, so I just wanted to let y'all know it is an F tier. I strongly dislike you because you're not even in lane. You're not even a support. You're roaming around. No, F. And after that, we're gonna go with Ziggs, Veigar, Teemo, and Heimerdinger, those little AP supports that really just want to take your farm and take the kills. Don't like it. Now, Heimerdinger was a little bit more popular this past season because he did provide a lot of poke, but I didn't like how if they just had hard engage, we were rendered useless. There was nothing we could do, so. No, we're gonna have to pass on those. Next is D tier. I'm not upset, but like, don't int this lane. The first one, like, I was kind of upset that I had to put him in this category, but I don't know, he's a good support. I'm putting Maokai. He doesn't give everything that was supposed to have gave. I don't know. Orianna has recently gotten a lot of buffs, so I haven't been seeing too many Orianna supports, but sometimes I get a little frustrated laning with an Orianna. And again, this is just personal preference, and you'll see why. You'll see which supports I highly favor here shortly. Next is Malphite. I don't really like playing with Malphite support because you're kind of rendered useless until level 6. Like, you literally just have to sit there and wait, and that's not Sometimes I want to be aggressive at level 2. Sometimes I want to be aggressive at level 3. Like, I don't like waiting up until that point. But once you hit level 6, it is you kind of get the ball rolling. You kind of go fast. After that is Morgana. I like Morgana, don't get me wrong. This is why she's not in F tier. But Morganas are usually toxic. Sometimes the shields are a little bit like... Honestly, like, Morgana just isn't the greatest champion right now. Her Qs are easy to dodge. I feel like maybe she's due for a rework, but I don't know. I feel like she's just not the best champion. Next up is going to be Sett. Sett is also going to be in D tier because I feel like he was running rampant at one point, but the ones that have been popping up lately are just, they're stank. I smell the BL through the computer. After that, we're going with Soraka. Now, some Sorakas are super duper great, and some Sorakas are... So yeah, she's in D tier. She's going to be in D tier. After that is going to be Zyra. I feel like Zyra has really good poke, but kind of like Soraka, some of them are... They don't poke. They stand 10 towers behind you, like Soraka players. Next, we're going into C tier. This is niche, so you shouldn't pick this if you don't know how to play it, but I do enjoy laning with these supports. The first one is Bard. I don't meet a lot of good Bards, but Ore, one of my mods, has recently really made me love the champion Bard. He's pretty fun to play with. The engages where you can just like go through a wall, like I absolutely love that. Absolutely. Next up is going to be Lissandra. I freaking love a Lissandra support, but if you don't know how to play Lissandra support, don't lock this in. She has damage, she's got CC, she's got CC, she's got slows, and then she's got CC again. I absolutely love it. Kind of riding on that is Neeko. Again, shout out to that dog Lightning. He made me love a Neeko support. The roots, the damage, the roots again. Like, she's pretty solid. I think she's a good support, and these champions would be higher if they weren't so niche. Next up is Poppy support. Now, Poppy support used to be like a big thing. Not a lot of people play it anymore, but I still love this champion. I still love what her kit can bring to the table. So I still love playing with a Poppy support. After that is going to be Taliyah. There is only one Taliyah support that I know that I enjoy playing with. So again, it's very niche, but if this is a Taliyah main on their champion, absolutely, let's run it, lock it in. Anivia support is annoying. If you're slipping on Anivia support, I don't know why you need to wake up, Uki, because the slows, the wall, the damage, the ulti, are you kidding me? Like, absolutely. She can set up ganks as well with that wall, so I definitely think she's a great niche support pick. Last but not least is Ashe. Now, Ashe should be in F tier, but I have run across several really good Ashe supports, and I know it's more meta now. If you utilize that arrow, if you utilize your E, if you utilize the slows, and you make sure that you're autoing so that we can run people down, Ashe support is absolutely divine. She has so much utility in her kit. She's never useless. So it's not for everybody. Do not pick this in if you do not play Ashe, but I do think that she's kind of a really fun champion to play with and a really fun champion to pilot if you and your ADC are on the same page. We're gonna get into the B tier where it's like, meh, I guess, like at least you didn't pick some of the other champions that we just listed. We're getting into a trend. Now we're kind of getting into the mage supports. So in B tier is Annie, and Annie has recently gotten a buff, so she would usually be in the F tier, but now she's up there. Annie's support is kind of cute right now. She's got the damage, she's got the stun, she's got the speed up, she's got the shield, she's got the third member in the bot lane, aka Tibbers. I have actually come to love a little Annie support. After that is going to be Brand and Xerath. I know that if you're picking these champions, I know that you're going to be taking some of the CS, and I know that you're going to be taking some of the kills as well. That's just in the nature of your champion, and that's just in the nature of the player. If I get auto-filled support, those are the champions that I'm locking in, and yes, I'm looking for your CS and I'm looking for your kills. And since I know that of me, I'm going to expect that of other people. But these champions have high damage output, so it makes the lane easier to win, and later in the game team fights are also easily won. So I'm not upset at it, but I'm also upset at it. You feel me? Next up is going to be Nami. I actually love Nami. I was kind of really sad that I couldn't put her in A tier, but these other champions I just love so much more, and Nami is just not in the greatest state right now. So I do have love for Nami, but I just couldn't put her in A tier, so she has to be here in the B tier. Following those champions are going to be more niche champions. So we've got Pantheon, Trundle, and Swain. Now, I really love playing with these champions if they know how to be aggressive, but if you lose lane with these champions, it feels pretty bad. After that is going to be Pyke. I don't know, I just didn't feel right putting him in A tier. I do enjoy a Pyke, but I just didn't feel like putting him in A tier with the other champions that I really like. After that is going to be Shin. I love a Shin support, but this is more niche, but I didn't want to put this in the niche tier because Shin support was a thing and I really enjoyed it. So if you're locking in Shin support, you're kind of cute, you're kind of fun, you're kind of fresh. And then after that is going to be Karma. I couldn't put her in A tier. I'm sorry. I wanted to. I tried OD. I really did, but I could not put her in A tier. I'm not happy when I see Karma locked in. I'm like, I guess. And after that is going to be Zilean and Vel'Koz. Now Zilean has damage, he's got slow, he's got peel, he's got the revive, like his ulti, and I love that. I absolutely love that. But am I happy? No, I still have like a gut feeling like this is pretty coin flip. I don't know. And same with Xerath. Like, he's just a mage support that I just don't trust fully all the time, but like, I'm not upset, but I'm not happy, you know? All right, that wraps up B tier. Let's get into A tier. Next up is A tier. We're gonna start with Janna. I used to hate Janna. Janna used to be my least favorite support to lane with, but Sona took that place. Yeah. After playing with Lumi and after playing with a couple of Janna players in the bot lane, the peel, the sustain, she's great. She's great. I can't be mad at Janna anymore. Lulu is just a pretty jack of all trades, really good champion all around. I'm also gonna go ahead and put Seraphine down on this list. I love playing with Seraphines. I'm happy with Seraphines. I couldn't put her in S tier because some Seraphines, y'all are toxic. If we drop the ego, I'll move y'all up. But up until that point, you're gonna be in A tier. Yes, ma'am. I also really enjoy playing with Lux supports. Now, let me explain. Because some of y'all Luxes, y'all got attitude and I dislike you for that. But you pair so well with Caitlyn and Jinx, and those are some of my favorite ADCs to play, that I have to, like, Jinx is my main hoe. So when I see a Lux locked in, I'm insta locking a Jinx, because I know once we hit level 6, if you land a bind and then you throw out that E and then I throw out the W and then I throw out the traps and then you throw out your ult and then they're dead. You see what I'm saying? It works too well that I cannot not put you in A tier. Next up in A tier is going to be Rakan, Rell, Renata Glask, and Tahm Kench. I don't know. I see these champions locked in and I know we're about to go ham, because not only can Renata play like kind of passive and like kind of play back, but she can also play super aggressive, like the Rell, like the Rakan, like the Tahm Kench, and I love that. Tahm Kench provides so much peel and he can provide engage and disengage, and I absolutely love it, as well as Rakan. So absolutely, I love seeing these champions locked in. I couldn't put them in S tier because Rell just isn't a good champion at the moment. Let's face the facts. And these champions are just not in the meta right now. I don't know. Renata Glass could have been S tier, but she doesn't fit in with, you'll see here shortly, the type of champions that I put into S tier. So you're going to notice a trend here. I'm just going to list them all off. S tier, I'm freaking cheesing if I see these champions locked in. I'm so freaking happy. I'm ecstatic. I'm like, yeah, we're getting into it. Roll call. We've got Leona, Alistar, Zac, Amumu, Blitzcrank, Braum, Galio, Taric, and Nautilus. Yes, if you are a tanky, engage support, S tier automatically. All of these supports are super engaged. They also have peel. They also can disengage. They have some point of survivability, like Taric with the ulti. It's more so in the fact that they are a body blocker. They are my bodyguard for the duration of the game, and I absolutely love it. They have so much CC, so much peel, and I feel safe in your arms. And then finally, the number one, the big kahuna, my baby Zaddy. You lock this in, I'm head over heels. Like, oh my gosh, take me on a date. Thresh, yes, Thresh mains. I want to marry you all simultaneously. Yes, absolutely. Thresh has everything I could want and more. Not only does he have engage, not only is that hook on a 3-second cooldown, not only does he have slow, not only does he have a flayed, not only does he have a knockback, but he also has a shield. He has disengage. He has an escape. I love you. Oh my gosh. Let's run away together and be happy forever. That's my baby daddy for real. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was kind of helpful, because people always ask like, oh, who are your favorite supports? And I hope this was a pretty fun video to watch. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments who is your favorite support. And don't forget, I stream every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/MissChimChim. And until the next one, I love you. Goodbye.